Hello and welcome to the Section 3.3 application. In Section 3.3 we had variables on both sides of the equation, and we're going to look at those types of problems in an application environment. So for the first two, you're going to be looking for errors in somebody's work. Okay, and usually these are distribution type errors, or maybe just not actually performing a step correctly. Now let's go ahead and look at the first one. So on the first one, it looks like they multiplied the 7 to the c, but they didn't multiply the 7 to the 6, or to the negative 6. And it looks like they multiplied the 3 to the negative c, and also they didn't do the 3 to the 4. Okay, so I would just say did not distribute. In step 1. Okay, and then I usually just go through and look through and see if there's any more errors. It looks like they subtracted 3c from both sides, or sorry, added 3c to both sides to give me 10c, and added 6 to both sides to give me 10, and 10 divided by 10 is 1. So if step 1 here was correct, then the answer would be correct. So that's the only issue. I'm going to leave the second one for you to figure out. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention and try to figure out where the mistake was made. Alright, let's look at number 3. So a video store charges $8 to rent a video game for 5 days. You must be a member to rent from the store, but the membership is free, so that's okay. Then there's another company in town, or organization in town, where it's just the video game club, and they charge only $3 to rent a game for 5 days, but the membership fee is $50 per year. So we want to figure out, the basic idea here is determine the break-even point. I'm renting this many games, and that makes it worthwhile to be a member, as opposed to just renting a game for 5 days from the store. So it says here, find the number of days that you would have rented for the two plans to cost the same amount. So I'm going to look at the left side being the store, and the right side being the club. And I want those two sides to be equal. All right. And so what you're going to really look for is cost to rent so cost to rent times the number of rentals plus the membership fee and that's going to be the same on both sides. So the cost to rent times the number of rentals plus the membership fee. Okay, and that's going to be different for both sides. All right, and so your job is to fill in those pieces with the proper thing for the store case and the club case. All right, and then you're going to use that idea, or use that thing that you found, and fill in this bottom part here. Okay, and really what you're going to be doing is, so here's my number of rentals up here, and so the cost at the store, let's just look at, I'll fill in maybe these first two for us. So the cost of rent at the store is $8 for 5 days for each rental. Okay, and there's no membership fee. So the cost at the store is going to be $8 times, this one is 2. This would be 8 times 2 plus 0. That's 16. And this one would be 8 times 4 plus 0 is 32. Okay. And the cost at the club Well, I have the $50 fee. Remember, these are dollar amounts. You can put the $sign in there if you want to. Not a big deal right now. But for the club, there's a $50 membership fee. So the cost of rent's only $3 though. So we have $3 times 2 video games plus 50. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 50 is 56. And 3 times 4 this time plus 50 is 62. Okay. So you can fill in the rest of the table, and that should give you a pretty good idea of how to set up this top equation here. So that being said, good luck on the Mastery Challenge, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. That's why I'm here. All right, good luck.